I think having a podcast is one of the most pretentious things I've ever done in my life, because who am I to have a podcast? Like, why do I believe that what I have to say is so important? I have no idea, but I get up and I say it anyway, and that's my problem. That's why I believe that I am unhinged. Hi, I am Bwoizy, and welcome to Bwoizy Unhinged. Or is it Unhinged Bwoizy? What's the name of the show again? It's Bwoizy Unhinged. I think that's it. Yes. Welcome to Bwoizy Unhinged. And we don't do the intro stuff. We just get straight into the podcast. So yeah, like literally, I've been feeling good about myself as of late, and I'm just like, who am I to feel good about myself? Like, why am I not feeling like crap? Because I know like a lot of people probably feel like crap right now in the world, with world wars happening, hunger, people dying, people losing stuff, and houses being burnt down and stuff, the whole works, like a lot of sad stuff, like anything that would make you sad, think about it, like that stuff is happening, yet here I am being happy. Like, why do I deserve it? I don't know, but I feel good, and I'm grateful for that. So yeah, shout out to me for feeling good and just being grateful for feeling good. Complete circle. Okay, all right, that was fun. That felt really great. To just like have that little moment right there. Okay, I feel it fizzling out now. All right, I feel like, yeah, that was probably just an emotional high. I am now flatlining. Here comes depressed Bwoizy. I'm sorry. All right. I told you, that sometimes I find myself a little bit funny as well. It's fine. Nothing's wrong with that. But yeah, remember not to take yourself too seriously, because it's crazy out here. And when you realize some of the stuff that's happening, it probably stems from the simplest of misunderstandings. It's just like, wow, a lot is going on out there in the world right now. But I hope you're doing good, and even if you're not doing good, I hope that better days are ahead of you, and I hope that you are willing to accept that better days are ahead of you, because I know that sometimes when you feel down and low and all of that stuff, you're like, okay, I just don't want to be here anymore in this headspace, because it's just like crazy and you can't think of any better days coming. But better days, I hope that they're ahead of you. Yeah, I really do. I feel like I was going somewhere with that, but it built up and fizzled out. Is this why I am unhinged? I think so. I think I've also stopped trying to convince people that I'm not crazy, because it's just like, all right, it's kind of fun. Sometimes it's kind of fun. Sometimes I feel like people take me a little bit too seriously too, but I like having fun like everybody else. It's just like, okay, I'm a human being as well, just like you. Come on, But yeah, I feel like my kind of fun is just like, okay, he's like really crazy, but I'm not. I swear, but I'm just gonna stop trying to convince people about that. What? How many emotions did I just experience? I feel like I went through a roller coaster of events just now. But yeah, I think there should be a lesson coming out of this podcast, but I can't seem to find it just yet. What do you want to hear today? Like, what do you really want to hear today? Did you have some time to think about it? I want you to tell yourself that, because self-motivation is self-motivation is the best motivation, because you can always have yourself, so might as well motivate you, because what if the world ends and everybody else dies and it's just you alone? You have to keep it moving, so you just gonna have to motivate. Well, that was a terrible example. Say for example, you get stuck in a forest keep it moving. Like, if there's nobody else there to motivate you, what you're going to do? Like, just stop? No, you have to keep moving. I feel like that was better. I really need to just stop always saying that, okay, don't worry, we're all gonna die. I think that's a terrible thing that I do. All right, cool. I think I've been laughing a lot in this podcast, and I should stop it because I don't want to give you the wrong impression. I think I've calmed down now. Oh, wow. Did I just cut my own happiness? You see, what did I talk about in the last podcast? Getting in your own way. And I was feeling really good a while ago, and I was just like, stop it. Why did I do that to myself? Do you ever do that to yourself too? You might be unhinged as well. And do I want to say that I'm unhinged then? Because if like a lot of people are unhinged, I don't want to be unhinged anymore, because I think if it's not like a secret society kind of feeling or a secret society kind of vibe, I don't want to be a part of it, because if everybody's doing it, then I don't want to do it. So just let me know in the comment section if you're unhinged too. Do you want to be friends? I'm kidding, I was joking. I don't really want to be friends, but I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, I was just like, oh, let's be friends, and then I just cut it like that. But then again, who am I to believe that you want to be friends with me? You see, it goes back to the very starting of this weird, odd, crazy, unhinged podcast that I have running right now. I'm going to end this podcast. I tell you, I'm doing a terrible job of convincing people that I'm not crazy, but I'm done. I think I've had enough mind time today. This was episode... What is this? What episode is this? I don't know. I'm going to stop labeling the episodes. I'm just going to say, welcome to another episode. This was another episode of Bwoizy Unhinged. Thank you for listening. And if there are any sponsors out there willing to... Alright, I'm done asking for sponsors. If you haven't sponsored the show yet, it's cool, it's fine. We're just gonna leave this as organic as possible. We don't need to make money and have people trying to stuff ads into this podcast. We don't want that. Thank you for listening. See you on the next podcast. Hear me on the next podcast, because you cannot see me, but you can only hear me. So next podcast.